Nos encontramos con Kathryn, quien acaba de dar un curso aquí en Innovamoda. Es directora de Fashion Design. So, can you tell me your name and a little bit about your career?
My name is Kathryn Hagen, and I've really been involved primarily in fashion education for many years now. My mission is to bring young designers the ability to find their own voice and to be able to express it on paper. So I think fashion is important. I love to write about it. I love to lecture about it. And it's been a wonderful career. I just recently went to Shanghai actually and taught master classes over there. So I get to go to different cultures and really share what I have learned over the years.
How is it that the inspiration comes to you?
I think, when I was a student, I thought, I can't look at anything because I have to be original, and I think a lot of young people feel that way. But now I talk to my students about feeding their head. Feed your inspiration with looking at as much as you can. I love art. I love architecture. I think everything is a worthwhile influence for fashion design. And I'm also inspired by my students.
Which are the principal points that you mention to your students?
I think the primary one is you're going into a competitive career. You've got to be a little bit tough. You've got to have a thick skin. You need to have as many skills as you can find, but you also need to have an opinion. You need to have a voice. So develop something to say that explains how you see the world.
What do you think that is the most important thing to be recognized in this industry?
Well, there's so many different ways to be recognized. There are certainly the very flamboyant designers who put on the amazing runway shows and are more editorial. That's certainly one way to be recognized. But I also think people who make a statement about sustainability or organic fabrics or functionality. I think there's so many ways to, again, have a voice and be important in the industry.
How was the dynamic that you work with the students?
The dynamic?
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable with young people. I like to kid around with them. I like to have some humor because creativity is so personal, it can be painful when you're critiquing young people. So I try and speak to them very respectfully. I treat them like young designers, but I also try and get them not to take themselves too seriously.
Yeah. What do you think about this event of Innovamoda?
I think it kind of blows me away, frankly, how impressive it is, how much is going on here, how it's really a gathering of creative people. I mean, I grew up with Mexican muralists, and I love the culture of Mexican creativity, so to see it coming into fashion, coming into all these different areas, and so close to LA, it's very exciting that it's in Tijuana, and I can come down and be a part of it.
Do you know any local designers?
I wish I could say I could pull out some names, but I've seen the beautiful work that's in the fashion shows from the past, and I was very impressed by those. So I'm hoping to see some local designers while I'm down here and get to know more about the design world in Tijuana.
On this kind of work, what do you think that the Mexican people can afford or give good stuff to the other people and kind of design?
Well, I think every culture has its specializations. If you look at every culture, there's things they do beautifully. I think Mexico is known for its handwork. It's known for its color. It's known again, for that artistic culture. So I think it's also known for good manufacturing quality. So I'm hoping that there's more of a partnership. We have quite an industry, of course, in Los Angeles, so I think partnering more and understanding what can be contributed from both directions is extremely important.
So at last, what experience can you take with you of this event?
Wonderful, open people, welcoming, anxious to learn, anxious to share, and so far it's just been a wonderful experience.
Well, thank you, Kathryn.
You're welcome.